Hey everyone, welcome back to my Scratch channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys how to do a platformer part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure you go straight back to part 1. And in today's video, we're going to be doing lava, spikes, and levels. So let's get straight into it. Anyways, we're going to go back to our code. I've made this sprite, and it will just be our grass sprite, and we're going to turn it into our level sprite now. Now, a lot of people just use backdrops for levels, but personally, I think sprites are better. Anyways, let's begin. Alright, let's start by going to our level sprite and putting a when I receive block, and we're going to make a new message called level up. When I receive level up, we're going to switch to the next costume, as you can see. And on our player sprite, we're going to make a block called level up. And now we're going to add a new sprite, and we're going to draw a door. You can choose any way to make this door. I decided to make a simple door so, it won't be too hard to draw a door. So I just made this quick little door, added 2 windows and 1 doorknob. And now we're going to put our door sprite to 0x and 0y. And next, we're going to put our door sprite into our perfect place for this level. Now, move it in the costume, not the actual sprite. Move it in the costume and put it in the perfect level for this sprite. And now, we have a door. But we can simply go behind it or go through it and nothing happens. So how do we make it so that every time we touch this door, we go to the next level? Well, it's pretty simple. Now, even though this is our door sprite, it will have to move. So we're just going to put in the same code we did for our level sprite. When I receive level up, go to next costume. And make sure you put in a go to 00 block. And for our player sprite, now we're going to go in our player sprite and put in a if we're touching door sprite. We go to the location where we reset our level to. So now we're going to create levels, and we're going to copy and paste our levels costume and put it into the next costume. And you can customize it however you want. I'm just using this for example. You can change it anytime, and you can also do the same thing for your door sprite because you will have to copy and paste it to the next place so that it's able to level up there as well. Please make sure you are moving it within the costume. Now, in the door and level, make sure you put in when green flag clicked, switch to the first costume. This is very, very important, and you will need this every time the green flag is clicked. Just like this. Alright, now on our player sprite, we're going to put in a broadcast level up on our level up code. And we can test it out now. Alright, so our leveling up now does work. You can add more costumes if you like, but this is good enough for me. Alright, so we're going to convert to bitmap on our levels area so we can make a quick area for our lava. So I'm just going to delete this part and we're going to leave that for some lava. So I'm going to make a new sprite and we're going to draw some lava. I recommend you use the up and down gradient. You can choose red and orange. You can make it however you want, but we're going to be using the sprite for some lava. So yeah, I feel like this is a good color, and now we're going to draw our lava. Alright, so here I was just placing the lava on the correct place that I wanted it. Make sure you place it within the costume once again, not on the outside, and make sure it's in 0, 0 on Y and X. Alright, so after literally 2 minutes of trying to get the perfect way for the lava to go up and down, as in mostly all platformers, just the way that it perfectly goes up and down gives it that lava feeling. I found out the way to do it. So we're going to put in a repeat until block, and under it will be a change y by -1 block, and then put in an equal block and make it 0. So now we're going to put in a y position block, so we're going to repeat until y position is 0. Now, our lava is looking pretty good, but we can make it look even better. So we're gonna duplicate the code we just made, and instead of repeat until y position is 0, we're gonna make that about 15. And now we're gonna change y by 1. And as you can see, it's doing pretty good. Our lava is going up and just sparking up on the end, and it looks pretty good to me. You can adjust it by changing the equals, but for me, I'm going to keep it like this. So I just put the level up code, which is the same thing, but we have one problem. In the first level, we don't want lava, but it's still there. So how can we fix that? We're gonna make a new costume and copy our lava right here and paste it. Now, on the first costume, if there isn't any lava, we're gonna delete it from the first costume. And then we can place our lava wherever we'd like. And yes, it does go up and down, so you want to place it a little bit downer because the Y position does change pretty much a lot. So just make it a little bit down within the costume. Alright, so now is a good place for our lava, and now we can actually test it out. Psych! We have some more stuff to do. So we need to make sure every time the green flag is clicked, we switch to our first costume. This is very important, guys. Alright, so we're gonna switch to our player sprite and make a block called lava. Now we're gonna put in a if-then block, and if we're touching the sprite lava, then we're going to go to the specific area, which is our respawn point, and we're just gonna take that code from our level up code. Alright, so we're gonna put in our lava onto our forever block, and now let's test. It's out, and kaboom! Perfect! Our lava is ready and working, and yeah, we can go to the second level as well, and boom! Once again, our lava is working. Perfect! So we're gonna make a new sprite and call it Spikes. Alright, so we're gonna put in a quick cube and then going to the pointer editing mode. I'm not sure what it's called exactly, but we're gonna put a point on the middle of the top of the cube. It took me a few attempts to get it correct, but we're gonna make it a pointed. Alright, so now we're gonna delete the other two top edges. We do not need those, and now we have the perfect spike. Alright, so now we're gonna place our spike to the right area for the levels, just like we did with the lava. I'm just gonna skip this part. You guys know what to do. Completely customize wherever you want the spike. It's simply your choice. Alright, so now we're just gonna put in the level up code we have onto our spike sprite. That's all we need, and also put in a when green flag clicked, switch to the first costume. And here, instead of just only touching lava, we're gonna put in an or block or touching spikes, and we put that back in there. And now, alright, so now whenever we touch the lava or even the spikes, we reset. This is perfect, and this is all we need for today's episode. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you guys learned a lot, and good luck for everyone's Scratch platformer journey. In our next episode, we will be adding better visuals, a better character, and an even better movement. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for the support. We're already at 50 subscribers. Thank you so much, and peace out.